Hi guys, good morning. Let's wait for other people's. Okay. Um, Hi guys, good morning. Let's start the session. I'm sharing my screen. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So yesterday we have discussed about. Is my screen visible, right?
Yes, it is visible.
Yes, it's visible, Kameshwar.
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, yesterday we have discussed about what exactly we have in each week, and we have discussed about the syllabus and everything. So, today, let's start with the theory part. Okay. In week one, ETL automation strategy and skill validations. Okay. So we'll start with, so I'm going to prepare a documentation for each week. Apart from the theory part, we will be also having some practical part as well. Okay. So for example, so whatever the two topics we have, right, it should be the theory part. So rest the mapping documentation or row count, it has to be, we have to explain in some database and everything, right? So I have divided in that way. Okay, the documentation you'll be having a small information where you'll get to know what exactly it means. Okay, apart from that, you'll be having some practice in the database as well. Okay, so we are using, as you all know, we are using this SSMS part, right? Okay. So this is, I'm going to instruct you people how to create this. Okay. I'm going to provide you the link how to create it. Okay, how to install it, installation steps, and how to create databases. Of course, some people know. Okay, some people may not aware of this as well. Okay, so so here we are going to perform all the database thing. Okay, so this will be our source and there will be a data here. Okay, for example, so there are some databases. So for our purpose, I need to create the new database. Okay, there down I need to create a sample tables. Even in Snowflake also, uh, when we are trying to load the data, okay, then we need to see some data in the Snowflake as well, right? For the comparison, everything we need some tables here as well. Okay, so this is what exactly I'm going to show. For example, we have this column level null duplication values and incremental load validations using SQL. Okay, in this week we are going to discuss those all. Okay, in the SSMS. Okay, before that I'm going to tell you how to install this and everything. Okay, so apart from this, going back to the syllabus week one. Okay, this is the week one ETL automation strategy and the SQL validation. I hope this is my screen is visible. Okay, let's start with the day one introduction to the ETL automation testing. Okay, so what exactly the ETL is? Okay, so as I mentioned below, like even yesterday we have discussed, this course is the step-by-step process. Okay, where you'll get to know some basics and from some medium to advanced. Okay, we'll get to know more and more things further. Okay, so before that, what is ETL? So ETL stands for the extract transform load, as you all know. So in the types of ETL, we have a lot of ETL tools. So where the ETL, okay, we have the Informatica Cloud, okay, we have SnapLogic, we have ADF, so we have a data flow, we have a lot of ETL testings, okay, ETL automation. So all the tools you can able to see the same functionality. You'll be having sources common, targets common. Okay, you'll be having some transformations common. Okay, so this kind of okay, we will be having all the basically. So I just want to share you this thing. Okay, so coming to the ETL, there will be having a lot of Informatica, IACS. This means this is the cloud. Okay, SnapLogic. This is one ETL tool, and Informatica Power Center. Okay, before going to that, you should know how many ETL tools we have. Okay, what is the use of those and everything. So ADF. So basically, this is an Azure. Okay, uh, Azure. So, and we have a data flow in the GCP. Okay, and also we have a lot of uh, etc. Azure Data Factory. So these are some ETL tools. Okay, the functionality is same. So these are the ETL tools, and as I said, we have sources for each, and also we have targets. So based on the connections we have created inside the ETL tool, so is going to help which tracks the data from source to target. So coming to the transformations. Okay, I think the extraction is nothing but we will be having the sources and also the targets. Okay, where it is going to bring the data from whatever the sources we have picked. So for example, here we have took the SSMS, okay, to Snowflake. Okay, so here the whatever the connections, so even in tool also, so as I said yesterday, so whatever the Python code we have created, right? So in that we are going to uh, create some connectivities, right? To connect to get the data from the source or the target, we should give some connectivity inside. So in the same way, we need to create the connectivity in Informatica tools as well to extract the data from the source and also the data from the target. right? So coming to the next point, transformations. So basically, what kind of transformations? This will be used. So whatever the transformations we wrote in inside, so that we need to test it is going to do. It is going to populate a correct value or not. So yesterday, as I said, there are so many functions inside. Okay, transformations are called. Okay, transformations are called. We have so many transformations. We have expressions, expression transformation, and sorter. We have aggregator, and also we have okay joiner. Okay, we have a lookup. Okay, these are main important. We are going to use. Okay, so in expressions we have a lot of functions inside. Okay, there are string functions. Okay, even you should come to know that how the string functions is going to perform and how this date functions. Mostly we are going to deal with this date functions and the string functions. And sorter, obviously it is order by. If you want to do something order to check, it is sorter by we are using. So and also we have group by. Okay, so okay, order by, we have aggregator, we have sum, average. Okay, most used in transformations. Okay, and also we are going to use this max and min here. Okay, so and coming to the joiner, you all know we have all four types of joins: right, left, and inner. Okay, and full. So coming to the lookup, it acts as a left join. Okay, it acts as a left join. So group by. So basically, the group by is nothing but whatever the columns you have picked in the select, that should be in the group by. That is what we can say. So why I am mentioning this is because, so whatever the manual testing, so someone asked that we are going to perform any manual testing here. Yeah, before going to the complete code, we need to we need to check whether this count is matching or not. Okay, whether we have a proper population of this kind of whatever the expressions we have wrote inside or not. Okay, so here it comes to the count. So count basically we use to check the counts. Okay, string functions, how we can populate. So as I said, in string functions we have a lot of functions inside. We have concat function, for example. In source we have, okay, in source we have two columns. Okay, first name and the last name. Okay, but in the ETL, the developer has created one other column is called the full name. So there we are concatenating the two columns of the first name and the last name. Okay, uh, okay, here. And also uh, we are using, in the string functions we are also using the trim. So what exactly the trim is? So trim is nothing but if we are getting any spaces, so basically whatever the raw data we have in the source data, right? So some we have spaces or some extra characters, so we will be having some special characters. To avoid all those, we are using the trim functions all time. So even in our code, whatever the Python we are creating to check the source and the target, definitely we are going to use the stream as well. Okay, the main and mostly used the expression is regex. Okay, as I said, um, so basically the regex will seems like, so this expression also we are going to use in your code, that how it is going to check on the both sides. Okay, regexp of, okay, not equal to seems like in this way, 0 to 9, so a to z. Okay, and a to z. So what exactly it is going to do is, column. So what exactly it is going to do is, so if my column contains some this one hash 4 3 4 5 6 7 and the star and the bracket. So and I have AB and ZX. Okay. So we never know whether the source, maybe we will be getting some junk or not. So some junk we cannot see through eyes. So, but the spaces it is going to take. Okay. So how it is going to maintain is like, this is the space. Okay. So basically how this is going to maintain is right. Uh, so, so these are all the special characters. While using this function, we are going to remove. So it is going to remove this special functions. Okay, if I remove the space here, it also exclude this the space here. So now the result will be okay. Now the target result will be this one. So we are not getting any special characters outside. So if our source has some junk, so this expression got created in the transformations, then definitely we are going to check with this regular expression to compare the transformed expression and whatever the data we got outside. So we need to check whether this whatever the logic they have kept in the transformation as came output properly or not. This also we need to check. So this is one of the main important thing in the string functions. Okay, regex, regular expression. Okay, coming to the date functions. So mostly we are going to use this kind of functions here. Ltrim, rtrim is common. So mostly we are going to cover most of the cases the regular expression is used. Okay, so I'm just explaining how it is going to be. Okay, I'm not telling it completely because we are when we are going to further, so then you'll get to know what exactly the functionality and how exactly we are using. Okay, this is a kind of a sample. I'm just providing you what will be the expressions and how we are going to compare whatever the expressions we have in um, this ETL and whatever the data we got in Snowflake. Okay, coming to the date functions. So we have a lot of formats. Okay, so we will be having some 21, uh, 03, 2000, some 4. So we will be having hyphens. So we will be having hyphens as well. And also the date will maintain it as year 03 21. Some years is going to maintain it as 2 004 2103. So in this way we will be having lot of formats in dates as well. So using the state functions, even in date functions also we have date diff function. Okay, so and also we have add date. Okay, the formatting I'll write here. So in date functions we have uh, diff. We have obviously if I want to differentiate the date between the start date or end date, so there will be we can able to use the diff function there. Hmm, okay, so formatting, so how I want to format whatever the existing data. So if the source got in this way, I just want to format it to YYY. Okay, DD, sorry, MMDD. So that is called the formatting is. So in this way we are going to uh, formatting in the transformations. So coming to the sorter is common. If I want to pick it up from small to big, then I'll use this descending and sorry, a big to small, and ascending is used for small to big. Okay, this is common. It depends upon the column. For example, you have the ID column. Okay, I just want to pick based on 1 2 3, then I'll pick this ascending. If not, I just want to come from bottom, I'll just need this descending of the particular column aggregator. So this is the one of the important as well, because so basically for whatever the columns we have, right, so we will be having a lot of columns. For example, yesterday we have took about the cafes, right? Okay, cafes. So in this there will be a lot of structure inside. So the person comes inside, so there will be some person ID here. Okay, the orders he got, so that will be the different orders he placed. Okay, how much amount for the particular order. Okay, total number of items. Okay, there will be a lot of things, total number of items. So in this way, so if I want to get the total number of or something average of a particular person, the same person has repeated daily, he is visiting the same cave monthly 5 times. So how can I get the monthly data? So the person ID will be the same, the total number of, so based on this group by comes under there. So if the same person, okay, if I just want to calculate the same person of the total number of items or amounts, how many orders, then I'll use this group by. So apart from that, I'll use this sum. So if I want to calculate entire amount or average his spending, so what is the minimum, maximum, so then I'll use this kind of transformations or logics in the transformation level, okay, to match the data. So basically these kind of data also we will be getting in the target. Then we need to check for the expression inside, and then we need to move further. Okay. And coming to the joiner. Okay. So coming how this is going to work is like, so for example, obviously we are not going to maintain any entire data in one table, right? Obviously we should maintain some two different tables. Okay, here I have given the cave example, right? So in cave example, it is clearly showing that person is different table and orders is different table. So to get the information of a particular person, definitely I'm going to use this join to get whatever the information we have or linked between the person and the order. Okay, there in orders table we will be having the orders, order ID. So in person table we will be having person ID, person name, address, and everything. So if I just want to get the persons and number of orders he placed to the cafe, then definitely I need to make join here, and I need to combine these two tables, and then I need to start the validation on the particular column. That is how we are using this join. Mostly we will be using the common inner join. Okay, because I just want to, if I just want to get the common data from the both the tables, I'll just use the inner join. If not, uh, the mostly used will be the left table, sorry, left join. Okay, this is how the transformation inside the ETL tools we are going to deal with. Okay, and coming to the lookup, this is not much commonly used for the validations. Okay, this is a basic transformation will have in this ETL tools. Okay, so yeah, this is what the exact the transformations means. So what we are going to perform on this transformations. And coming to the next point, load. So so here comes the load is. So whatever the expressions we just wrote to compare the source or the target, whatever the data we got in the source, so we are transforming. We are not completely transforming. We just cleaning up or modifying everything here. Okay, we are just cleaning and modifying, and whatever the data, we are just sending into the Snowflake. Okay, it is called the load. So loading of all this data into the particular target is acts as a load here. Okay, so there come we are going to use whatever the data got loaded into the target we are going to pick those data, and whatever the transformations have applied in the ETL tool, we need to compare the expressions has properly populated as expected or not. This is what the exactly the ETL, the autom so ETL testing. Okay, not ETL automation testing. It is ETL testing. Coming to the so yeah, we'll go one by one. So I just don't want to miss you guys. Okay, so yeah, here the definition of this ETL: extract, transform, and load. So if you see, the extract will be the getting data from the sources, multiple sources. Okay, if I want to pick, so here the SSMS somewhere it is the Oracle or Teradata. We will be having a lot of on-prem, right? So yeah, so transform is nothing but, as I said before, there will be cleaning of data, modifying, and converting data. Okay, so
Kameshwari, which tool we will be using for this thing?
so
Informatica.
no, no, yeah, that is what. So I'm not properly giving demo on the Informatica or something. I will explain the top level of this Informatica, how the pipelines will be. Okay.
Now,
Not
if we want
any.
to install
Hmm.
it, is it possible? It is a open source or how is it?
No, no, no. All the ETL tools are not open sources. Previously, for Informatica Cloud, we have a free trial account, but now it is not even working. So it is all the subscription wise.
Okay, then which tool we can use?
So yeah, basically, I can just show you by creating. We are not using any tool here. Why? Because so we are not developing any pipelines, right? So that is the reason we are not using any tools here. But
To get
um,
the
hmm,
hands-on, like which
mhm.
tool we can use?
Okay, to get the hands-on, in my experience, there is a best practice and the best infrastructure I get from the Informatica cloud we can use. It is a proper, clear, and a clean. So you can use the Informatica IACS for your practice.
How much they will charge for a month? Any
Uh,
idea?
no, I'm not sure
Okay.
because we are not going to deal with those, right? So I'm not sure. So basically, all the
Okay.
credentials we'll get from the client only. So whatever the projects I've worked in a
Okay.
previous, yeah, so I'm not sure. So yeah, coming to the next one, the load, storing data into the target. So after the transformations and everything happened, so we are going to load it into the data warehouse. Okay, so our cloud or anything. Okay, in GCP is called GCP, Azure, AWS, or Snowflake, Databricks. These are all data warehouses and the cloud as well. So we can use this kind of data targets here. Okay, so coming to this flow, if you see how the flow seems like, so the source TB, okay, and the ETL maybe the airflow, and also it might be the Informatica. So ETL tool and the target, the pipeline seems like. So I just want to show how the pipeline. So thing, this is the source, okay. So this is the join. No, I just expression aggregator, target. Okay, this is how the ETL pipeline seems like. Okay, in expressions, we will be having a lot of like as I mentioned, whatever the string functions, date functions, whatever the logics we are writing, right? So this functions will be appear in this expressions. Okay, in expression we will be having a lot of functions inside. So I just want to pick some pick one function. I can do lot of things. For example, I'll pick the string function. Okay, in the string function I'll be having this concat, trim, regex. Okay, we will be having a lot of through that whatever the columns we are getting from the source. Okay, we can able to do it some transformations here and after this aggregator and the sorter. Okay, and the target. Okay, this is the basic structure of the ETL pipeline. So yeah, this will be the example flow for this. Okay, so going further, I'm going to show how the exact pipeline in the Informatica will be also. Okay, so basically we are not having any free subscription or something. So I'll just try with the free trial account whether we can able to access or not. So I can show you some whatever the developed ETL pipelines we will be getting from the Informatica, right? I'll try to show that one clearly. Okay. So going to the next topic, what is ETL testing? So, uh, correct, complete, and properly transformed. Okay, what does it mean? So, here I have mentioned some transformations, right? So this transformations, right? So as I mentioned before, so whatever the logics we are applying inside, so nor in the Python code, okay, or in the ETL transformations we are using. So we need to check the properly the value got populated or not. So I just give an example here, right? So for this, okay, so in source we will be having some special characters. Okay, but coming to the target, uh, we are okay, we are cleaning entire special characters here. So that is what we need to check whether the populated expression is working, loading correctly or not. So not only the particular regular expression, we need to check for everything, not only on these expressions. Okay, not only for the particular column, whatever the columns we are using. For example, we have one date column, so we need to check whether we have used this format of date column. Okay, format of some date column from the source date call. I've given this formatting as this one. So, but the source got this way or this way or this way. So I need to check whether whatever the format we are picking up from the transformation, right? So it is populating correct or not. So the tester is nothing but we need to keep the two things in mind. So one is the transformations and other is the value in the target table. So whatever the expression we are holding from the source is populating properly or not, we need to check. So that is how the ETL testing is. Okay, so coming to the next thing, manual testing versus automation ETL testing. So here comes, so ETL testing and manual testing. So in manual testing, okay, so as I mentioned here, right, whatever the expressions I have wrote here, so it should be for manual testing, we used to write it as select star from table name, right? So this expression should be kept in the here, and I need to check whether it got populated correctly or not. So I need to check here in the same thing, whatever the uh, so whatever the expression we have in the transformation, right? We need to keep it here and we need to check whether it is performing right or not. So this is called the manual testing. So basically I'll show here. So I not have a data ready here. I just want to show some of things. Okay. Um, hmm. So if I just want to apply some trim, so with the trim, I couldn't see any spaces. Okay, I'm just removing this trim here. So if you see, we are getting spaces. So in this way, we need to do some manual testing here. So on the both sides, in the snowflake side, and also whatever the expressions we have in the ETL, right? So we will be getting some documentation or something from the developer, whatever the transformations they have, because we are not having any access to view the particular pipeline, or to get to open the particular pipeline, whatever the transformations or expressions they have used. So we will be getting all the information from the developer, that whatever the transformations we have applied in the ETL development pipeline. So we are able to provide the documentation, and then we are going to start in this manual thing. So coming to the database, and we need to pick this all, whatever the columns or the tables is ready to, we need to check in a manual by writing queries. Okay, select star or count something, and we need to check the proper expressions we are getting or not. Okay, so coming to the time consuming, obviously it is going to take a lot of time, right? So for example, um, so this much time, so to write each and expressions, for example, what if I have a 200 expressions inside, so I need to write the 200 queries, okay, to get to extract all the data to compare. So it is taking a lot of time, right? So and it is also not that much scalable. Okay, for the future purpose or something, I cannot use these queries or to pick all these queries and to execute somewhere. So it is going to take a lot of time. So to overcome all these situations, okay, we are entering into automation testing. Okay, coming to the automation testing. So as I discussed earlier, Python scripts runs validations automatically. So whatever the logics we have used, or whatever the expressions we have used it, right? So it is going to do it directly. Okay, it is going to run, as I said, whatever the Python code we have created, right? We are going to write the entire code inside, and we need to schedule that job. So every day it is going to trigger And so whatever the inside conditions we have, what checking of counts, checking of duplicates, checking of junk values, checking of spaces, everything, it is going to run in a second, and it is going to provide a proper detailed logging as well. Okay, so here it is very scalable, and it is also even it is not taking much time to do this process. Obviously the development will take much time, creating of this Python code and testing the each test cases whether it is performing or not. Then we are going to move forward for the proper manual automation testing. Okay, the fast and reusable. So whatever the template, whatever the Python code we have created, right, it is obviously we can reuse. So if I just want to use the same template, so yesterday someone asked, I think, so here we are picking the SSMS, and the target will be the snowflake. So what if the source and the target got changed? So how come this is going to work or not? So definitely we can use the same template in there will be a block of connectivities, right? There we can use the connectivity credentials or something. So I've given the SSMS, but inside, if the source is Oracle, I'll change to Oracle and I'll change the credentials as well. So in this way, this template will be reusable as well. So it is going to handle the big data as well. So for example, there are some big data management, I think BDM. So we will be, so in previously we used that like in the past years, but now I think when the cloud comes, this all got hit, because in cloud we are having a lot of storage. It's a cloud, right? So basically we will be having no issues with the volumes or everything. So obviously it is going to manage the huge data and everything. It is also applicable. There are some big data pipelines as well. For example, as I said, informatical tools, right? So we have this Informatica ISES data flow. And also we have, I skipped this Airflow, and also we have BTM. This is big data management. So fast and reusable, scalable for big data, obviously. So now, you know, right? So you got what exactly the manual and the automation. So whatever the queries, this will be entirely gone. Okay, whatever the queries, so this will be replaced by this automation. So you are saving a lot of time. Okay, so obviously it is going to give some accurate results. So no syntactical errors. Everything will be shift from the manual testing to the automation testing. So coming to the real time projects. Okay, so what exactly, how the real time projects seems like: understand the business logics. Okay, reading mapping documents, identify validation scenarios, write SQL queries, convert SQL to Python automation, and generate reports. So basically, in real time projects, might be some people aware of the real time projects. They have some exposure. Might some people have knowledge, but they haven't got exposure to new projects or something. So basically, in project level, what we have is, so for the testers. Okay, so whatever the logic, so as I said, we will be having some documentation, and we need to go through line by line to get what exactly happening inside, and then we need to start the validation scenarios. So from the SQL queries to whatever the SQL queries we are writing into the Python automation, right? So in this way, the real time projects, for example, you have onboarded some other thing, other projects in your organizations. Okay, so first you need to understand what exactly happening inside first. Before that, what you should understand, this is the, you should not be like that, this is the column, this is the target, or this is the source. So you should understand what the data is. You should understand the data, then that is going to be easy for you. For example, so previously, when I started my career, I used to be like, yeah, this is my column and this is my target, or this is my source. If the expression comes, the data is here. So I used to be like that. But uh, when the things got changed, I came to know that it's not about the expression or target or the source. So what exactly is reflecting from this source, or the whatever the logics we are writing? So what exactly it means? So here, for example, we have okay, we have sources. So we should understand what exactly the raw data from. So is it from a banking data? Okay, or it is related to cards data, credit card or debit card. So while we are changing or transforming here, where it is going to reflect, how it is going to get it. So that thing we should know, whatever the transforming data or loading or testing, so where it is going to reflect. So that thing first you need to know that. So if you know what exactly the data is happening or data is moving towards what, you should gain some knowledge, and then if you start working on it, then it will be very interesting. Okay. For example, I just want to explain one scenario. Okay. Um so for the target data, what next? You have loaded the target data, so you have validated and everything looks good. So what next? So what it is going to reflect and how it is going to perform. Okay, this is very important to know that each and every line. So this thing I'll explain the proper scenario of this. Okay, real project detail strategy, and how and where it is going to reflect, and everything, understanding of complete ETL process and the validation process, and where it is going to reflect, and what are the applications we are using. So everything I'm going to discuss tomorrow's class. Okay, so before that, I just want to pause here, and there are any questions in today's class? Do you have any doubts? Are you people are clear? So I just want to give the last 10 minutes to you people, so that you can come with some questions, so that I can take it up and I can answer. Any questions in today's class? So are you clear? Are you getting what exactly uh, I mean to?
Yes, Kameshwari. Kameshwari, do we be getting notes here?
Yeah, yeah. We will be getting, you'll be getting the notes as well. So as I
And
said before, tell me.
if any of the
Hmm.
session is missed, do we have any recordings so that
Yeah,
we
yeah.
can?
Yeah, we will be having recordings as well. I think in group, they are sharing the recording sessions as well, right? You'll be getting the recording sessions, and you'll be getting documentations. You'll be getting some tasks to perform. If there are some any installations, you'll be getting a videos to how to install those things. Everything will be set up. Yeah.
Uh, to practice the manual testing, to
Hmm.
get the hands on which,
Hmm.
what we need, what software we need to install.
So yeah, I have said about the SSMS, right? So you can install it. Okay, you can log in that. You can create your own databases and create some tables. So on top of that, you can write queries on the table. So
Will you
I'll
provide
tell
the
you.
documentation for it?
Yeah, yeah. I'll provide one YouTube video where we have a step-to-step installation of SSMS. Okay. So
Uh,
that, yeah,
what is the full form of that SSMS?
it's a software Microsoft server.
Okay, that is a free
Microsoft.
tool.
Yes, it is a free tool.
Okay. Like the whole ETL testing we will be doing on that thing only.
Yes. So basically, it
Oh,
is the source. The entire thing we are validating everything validation. So we have two, right? One is source and one is target. The source, the data we extract from the SSMS, and the target we are loading in Snowflake. We have two. So starting, we have started with SSMS. So going further sessions, we are going to use the Snowflake.
Okay. Like the same queries what we write in SSMS that will be automated using Python.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay, and Snowflake is also free or is it a
Yeah,
paid
yeah,
version?
yes. No, no, no. It is also free. So basically, I'll share that link as well. It is a 30
Okay,
days trial. Okay, you
okay,
it is
okay.
also free. SSM is also free, and PyCharm, where we are writing the Python code, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
I'll instruct that as well. That is also free.
Okay. Like
Yeah.
all these things we need to practice and we need to like keep 2, 3 years of experience. This is sufficient, right?
Yes. Yes, that is sufficient. Yes.
Okay. If they
Yeah.
ask for Informatica, we can say that we have used only these two tools.
Exactly. No, you should tell that. So basically, it is two streams, right? One is a ETL developer and other one is ETL tester. Even opposite person aware of it that so developer knows about the pipeline, the testers knows about the table or the data. But the
Okay.
question they will ask like, what is the ETL tool you have used? So you can
Okay.
mention whatever the ETL tool because every functionality is same, so that you can use the Informatica IACS. So I'll show you that as well. So how the Informatica IACS. So basically I have tried for the free trial because I think we lost the free trial. So I'll show you in video or some PPT. I'll get something to some bring some
No.
exposure towards it.
Yeah, yeah. My
Hmm.
question is like if we keep 2 to 3 years of experience,
Ha ha. Hmm.
like how can we justify that we have worked in ETL testing?
Yeah, that is what. So if opposite person want you to complete trustly, so you should sounds like very technical. You should sounds like a very technical way. You should talk more about the transformations. Okay,
Okay.
because the ETL comes under the transformation, right? Main part. Extraction is load is common. The transformations, whatever the transformations we have inside the Informatica, we are what we say, yeah, we are transforming in a proper way and we are loading into the target, right? So just talk more about the transformations. That will be very helpful for you. So the opposite person can convince easily.
Okay. No,
Yeah.
like in ETL testing, there is one source and one target. Like whatever we get in the, like we will
Hmm.
write a query and
Yes.
get the data from the source. And
Hmm.
same thing, we will keep it in a variable in Python, and we
Yes.
will connect to the target, and we will
Exactly.
write the same query, and we
Hmm.
will try to match these both values, right?
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Where
Yeah.
is this transformation is happening? That is done by the developers, right?
Yeah. That will be done by the developers. So the transformations logic. So as I said, the developer is going to provide us the transformations logic thing. Okay. Based on that, we need to write those logics inside the Python code, and we need to match for the transformation logic have performed correctly or not.
Okay. That is like nothing but the test cases which we derive
Yeah,
for this ETL
exactly.
test.
Yes, those are test cases. Yes, exactly.
Okay. If we explain this test cases only, that is enough, right?
Yeah, yes, that is enough. But not two or three. Just like just speak like you have a lot of knowledge on the test cases. Just talk about the 10 test cases you have worked previously. That is enough. It is going to cover 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All these things you will be teaching us, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, all things will be teaching.
Okay.
Yeah. So, any other questions? So if you are good, we'll meet in tomorrow's class. So I'll teach you how the exactly the real time works. Okay, where the data is going to reflect complete understanding. I'm going to teach tomorrow. Okay. Okay then. Thank you guys. Have a good day. Bye.
Ma'am, when you
Yeah, yeah.
will provide the YouTube links for installing SQL Server?
Haha. I'll send you. On Monday, I'm going to send all the links. Okay. Snowflake, PyCharm, SSMS. I'm going to provide you all.
For tomorrow's class, it's not required.
For tomorrow's class, it is not required.
Okay.
So because first two topics are theory part, right? So I just
Yeah.
want to cover and understand you completely what exactly it means. So then I'm just going with the tools. Okay.
Okay. And
Yeah.
when you will teach like how to derive the test cases in which class?
Yeah, we have syllabus, right? So week wise we are coming. So step
Okay.
one. So yeah, yeah. Okay then. Bye guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.